games at Legion Field and seeing the Bear roam the sidelines or roam the end zone during pregame warm-ups, and the houndstooth hats and the Golden Flake Bear Bryant show and the different things like that, and just a legacy that he left Alabama. Nick Saban left a similar legacy, and that's what we'll talk about next here on this emergency podcast. First off and foremost, I think when we discuss Nick Saban's legacy, we got to talk about how he rebuilt a program in disarray. I mean, Alabama was very close to receiving the death penalty. I don't think many people realize or remember just how close Alabama was to receive the death penalty. Not only the death penalty, but sanctions upon sanctions upon sanctions. Nick Saban took over a program that just was recovering and reeling from those sanctions, and he turned that program around in just 2 seasons. First season he went 7-6 with an embarrassing loss to Louisiana Monroe, but he turned that around, went 12-2 in his second season at Alabama in 2008.
Yeah, made a SEC championship appearance.
And then in 2009, Alabama went on to win his first championship and the program's first championship since 1992. And with that being said, he went on to win 5 more championships after that. So an incredible legacy left by Nick Saban. Your thoughts?
No. Guy's done an amazing, again, I know we've said this already in this program, but no, guy has done a fantastic job at Alabama. Man, it's still amazing. I vaguely remember how bad and horrible it was before he got there, and it was bad. It was really, really bad. But he's done it's amazing. I'm speechless. I ain't got nothing to say. It just how quickly he turned it around, and to make it a winning program is. I don't know. You never say never, but I don't know if that will ever be done. More than likely won't. Just the level he brought it to in such a quick time, more than likely will never be done. And it's amazing what he's been able to do.
I'll agree with you there. Sorry about that. With these things, you just don't know when breaking news will come. So I'm just periodically checking Twitter, just making sure that we haven't missed any breaking news. We got the SEC network on our monitor over here, just in case. And if that news breaks, you'll be the first to hear it with us. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Nick Saban left a legacy at Alabama that will be felt for years to come, and not just on the program, not just on the football program, not just on the athletics program, but he made the city of Tuscaloosa. I mean, I think he had a very big economic impact on the city of Tuscaloosa and the state of Alabama.
He definitely made the city of Tuscaloosa better. I mean, every time he wins a national championship since the tornado, he's built, a family a house.
Yeah.
I mean, just little stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there, and that was one of when I was writing the script, that was one of the things that I pointed out. Everyone will want to talk about the legacy he had on the program, but just the impact that he had on the University of Alabama. The University of Alabama was the flagship university of the state before he got there, but he really grew that campus. I think he played a big part in the football program, played a big part in the enrollment increase. There's been studies about how athletics and specifically football has and the impact that it has on enrollment. He grew the university big time, University of Alabama and its alumni. The impact will be felt for many years to come. And one of the things that I wrote on the top was the 2011 tornado response. Us living in Franklin County and living in North Alabama, we were impacted by those tornadoes. Phil Campbell was hit a couple minutes away from here, Hackleburg, and Marion County. But and then the tornadoes hit Tuscaloosa in 2011 and across the state. I mean, devastated. Many people passed away. Hundreds of people passed away. Thousands displaced. And just the response and the impact and role he had during the recovery of those tornadoes and kind of helping uplifting the city of Tuscaloosa. Getting the city rallying around something around that football program in 2011 was real special. Of course, they went on to win the national title that year in New Orleans. Something that I won't forget, and something that won't that I won't ever forget, and that won't skate by. Nick Saban and Terry and Miss Terry with their involvement of Nick's kids impacting hundreds of kids in the state and in the South. That's something that you can't really put money on and can't really replicate. And whoever takes over, they have big shoes to fill, off and on the field for sure. You know, Saban stands alone with 7 national titles. Paul Bear Bryant was second with 6 national titles. Both coaches had 6 at Alabama. Saban's titles 2009, or 2003 at LSU, 2009 at Alabama, 2011, 2012, 2015, 17, and 20. He didn't quite catch Joe Paterno with the amount of wins. Joe Paterno had 409 wins, but he is 6th in Division One with 297 wins in his coaching career. Moreover, he's the only coach in the modern era of college football to average 10-plus wins a season, although Kirby Smart's on pace to do the same. In 2017, Saban blew past Paterno for the most consensus All-Americans in college football history, and he's only been adding to it since. With 6 in 2021, which tied the record for most in a single NFL draft, Alabama has had 49 first-rounders selected under Saban, with the 2024 draft to go. That didn't include players he recruited and helped develop at Michigan State and LSU, who went on to be first-round picks more than a year after the coach moved on. Next on the all-time list are Paterno with 33 draft picks in the first round and Bobby Bowden with 32. Under Nick Saban alone, Alabama spent 109 weeks atop the AP poll, exceeding most of any school ever all time, with Ohio State being second with 101. And he coached 4 Heisman winners at Alabama. So his success on the field, and like I said, his success that he brought off the field, the economic impact he had on the university and the city of Tuscaloosa and the state as a whole, the impact that he had on the players economically as NFL players, the amount of wealth that he brought, life-changing wealth that he brought to those players, and the lessons that he left on those players will be felt for many years to come. The impact that him and Miss Terry had on Nick's kids. I think they need to build a statue of Terry Saban on campus.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be completely honest with you, the
Probably
role
right
that she
next
had.
to the Nick Saban statue.
Agreed. And again, the role that he played in those tornadoes in 2011. Something that I won't forget. You got any thoughts on that?
No. Hate to keep saying about the same thing, but I mean, it's another thing that jumps out on me with this list of his accolades. Very last one, coached 4 Heisman Trophy winners at Alabama. As a Alabama fan yourself, my partner, how many Heisman Trophy winners did we have before he got there?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think about, but 0.
0. I know. Joe Namath, Kenny Stabler, just to name a few guys we've had at Alabama before Nick Saban, and we had 0 Heisman Trophy winners and then since then it's been Mark Ingram, Derrick Henry, Devontae Smith, and Bryce Young. So 4 Heisman Trophy winners in the 17 seasons of Nick Saban is ridiculous. And honestly, you probably could have added a few more to that. You probably could have added Trent Richardson. I think he got a little snubbed a little bit. A.J. McCarron was also there at New York. Mac was there with Devontae when he won it, so wouldn't really count that one. But he's done such an amazing job, and but